What's up? We're gonna be chilling out listening to some late night delight with some luxury elite and Saint Pepsi while we open up this Godzilla Mechagodzilla. Check it out. Pretty cool. I pre-ordered this when they were first announced. Super7, I do collect their reaction line of Toho, but I've not picked up any of their giant figures. And I know I've heard mixed reactions on those, but I don't have any representation of the Mechagodzilla from the Heisei films, and that Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2 is so cool. I am disappointed this doesn't have a Garuda, but it does seem pretty basic. It's just this figure and this little piece of building. But I think it would have been cooler if we got a little Garuda figurine, just like of the Garuda in flight. But let's open this fella up. Oh, watch out. Yeah, I pre-ordered this when it was first announced, and it got here just the other day. Really happy for it. Let's dig right in. You know, there's a little bit of plastic there. Well, let's just look at the package really quick. We got cool logo there. I like how it's a little bit embossed and shiny reflective. It catches the light cool. And this is the Super Kaiju line, they're calling it. So far it's just the Heisei Godzilla, the 89 version in particular, and this Mechagodzilla. And I guess there's like warnings on the bottom. Nobody cares about that. That's cool that we get a full-on profile view of the figure there in the package. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Doesn't appear to be anything in the box besides that shell there. So that's cool. And there are some little plastic ties here. So I'm just going to pause it while I take care of that. Okie doke. So it was just two little ties in there. Still haven't gotten them out of the plastic yet. And maybe I should have done that before unpausing the video, but that's how you know it's a proper unboxing, huh? I only paused it to spare you me being extra careful cutting the ties not to rip anything, but pretty good. Not that I'm going to keep the packaging anyhow. And this is kind of lame. It's just the top half of a building. It's not even a full building, so you can kind of set it down, but it's uneven. But I guess that could work. And this is the lame part, is it's hollow, so you can't really have it on its side proper. Also, this figure is really posed funny, just taking him out and seeing him stand. Let's see how he is, though. Just the arm going up and down. Okay, yeah, we do have motion there. But no, there doesn't appear to be any elbow at all. We get a good range of motion with the one arm, but is there? Yeah, no, there is. It was just really stiff. Okay. All right. I feel a little bit better about that. And that's good. It's got a good spin to it. So the arm goes, has like, what do they call that? Like a butterfly joint or whatever. Doesn't go out too far, but it goes out far enough, and it goes up and down really well. In fact, a little too well now after I do it a bit. But also at the elbow, it goes up and down, and it goes side to side. So that's a good range of movement there. And this side will be the same, I imagine. I don't see why it wouldn't be. So I don't like this. I'm looking just right here. I got paint scuff there. And I'd much rather this be painted black over the silver plastic. so I could just easily use some black Gundam marker or something on that to cover it up. But I shouldn't have to do that, especially right out of the box. That's that's a big boo, big boo. But how's the leg? The leg kind of does the same. Not too much. It just looks like it's on a ball joint in there. And we get a little bit of a knee, but not much at all. And looks like there's a little bit of movement with the foot. It rocks, but like it, yeah, it's not nothing too crazy. It looks like it just kind of rocks. Doesn't have full range of movement, go side to side. And the tail obviously isn't going to do anything, but head moves around. Mandatory mouth opening, but not very far at all. Not that that's what was his main thing, but still, I'd like the mouth to open up a little bit more than that. Still, this is really cool. This is, I don't have a representation of this Mechagodzilla design in my collection at all, and this is my favorite iteration of the character. I like this model of Mechagodzilla a bit more than Kiryu. I know it's not as badass looking, but I think it's cooler. Although it's really hard to beat the original just with how kitschy and fun it is. But the silver on this does come across really well. It's very reflective. It's very bright and vibrant. Like, it's very attention grabbing, and the yellow eyes look really well done. Again, I'm just a bit miffed about that scuffing there on the black in his elbows, but you won't even see that for the most part. This is really cool. But let's do a little bit of a size comparison of this fella to some other dudes, huh? I'm just going to pause this really quick while I go grab a fella. Okie doke, my friends, here's a size comparison. Over here, I have my Nika Godzilla from the Godzilla vs. King Kong movie here. And this is probably one of the best articulated Godzilla figures I have, just as far as, like, he's got great size. And they finally nailed doing the tails right when they got this figure out, and then he was one of the last. So that was a shame. I would have loved to see what else they did here. But he's a 6-inch scale, and I got my little measure in here too, so we can see he's actually just at about 7 inches tall. Right here we have our Mechagodzilla, and he's about a 5 1/4, yeah, just over 5 1/4 inches tall. And this right here is the Bandai action figure line of Godzilla from Final Wars, and he's just at 6 inches. So, yup, 6 inches here, about 5 1/4. So, not quite 6-inch scale. That's disappointing. I would have really liked if he was 6-inch scale. And oh shoot, you know what, there we go. For a proper size comparison, there we have one of the Godzilla reaction figures from the Super 7 line as well. So the two center guys are Super 7, and this guy is significantly taller than this fella, but still not nearly as tall as this one. And I was really hoping that the Bandai action figure line and the Super 7 Kaiju Deluxe action figures would be in proper scale and interchangeable with each other. So that's disappointing. I knew this guy would be a little too big just because he doesn't scale well with this fella too good. But all the same, a lot of good figures here. I love this guy though. He is so fun. This guy is pretty cool, and I did like him a lot, but I'm really disappointed that he doesn't scale proper with this one. This is a really cool Mechagodzilla, though. I like him a lot. There's good detailing on him throughout. It's very accurate to this iteration of the character. I really like the details we get on the head there too. Like, it looks good. Big disappointment is that the mouth here doesn't open up too much. Like, that's as far as we can go right there. And also, you can't move the head up and down. I really wish the head was on a ball joint, but it can just spin from side to side. It's disappointing that you can't make him look up or down. But yeah, this guy's pretty good, but severely overpriced. This dude was $35, and I was expecting a bit more at that sort of price point. This guy feels like 20 at most. This guy is $25, and he came with an alternate mouthpiece that has the energy blast coming out, and he just has a whole lot more articulation to it. I will say that this Super 7 figure has nicer sculpting. Like, the figure feels nicer, just the plastic quality compared to this guy, but this guy is retail a whole $10 more than the Bandai action figure, and I don't feel the quality is that much higher. In fact, I would say it's interchangeably about the same. They just have different qualities of what's better about them. So if you don't care about which Mechagodzilla you like more, I would say probably get the Bandai action figure of the Kiru Mechagodzilla, just because it comes with an energy blast and it'll have more posability. I didn't pick up that version. I just picked up the Final Wars Godzilla because this is my favorite version of Godzilla and my favorite Godzilla movie. But yeah, I had a lot of fun doing this. This guy's going to look really dope in my Mechagodzilla display, and I'm looking forward to talking to you later and nerding out more with some Godzilla stuff.